Dear student class 7, welcome to our online class Greenfield School and College. Today I am going to discuss about chapter 8, Introduction to Population of Bangladesh. Population is a great resource for development of a country. The population of a country has to be proportionate to its size or area. This population has to be skilled human resource. Population is a vital issue to form a country. It is one of the elements to form a country. Mainly, there are four elements to form a country. The population is number one. Population transformed into a skilled human resource can become a factor in speedy development of a country. Population is a population can great role to develop a country. On the other hand, an unskilled population is a burden for the country. So at first, we discuss lesson 1, comparison between population of various regional countries. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the world, situated in South Asia. The country is heading to become a middle income nation. Its area is 1,47,570 square kilometer. According to the census 2011, the total population of Bangladesh is 14 crore 97 lakh and 72,364. 1,015 peoples underline live in her per square kilometer. Presently, the annual growth rate of population here is 1.37, which was 1.45% in 2001. You see a table is given there. Compare the growth rates of various regional neighbors of Bangladesh. The table shows the population growth rate of Bangladesh is too high compared to that of Sri Lanka. It is high compared of the India, Nepal, but Pakistan is leading the chart among the regional countries. Comparison between the density of population of some regional countries and Bangladesh, Maldives, Singapore, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Japan. The above table shows density of population of Bangladesh is almost 3 times that of India, Sri Lanka, and Japan. That means it is a densely populated country. Changing trend of population ability to change is called the changeability of population. What is called changeability of population? It is one major attribute of a population. The change depends chiefly on birth rate, mortality rate, migration, social dynamism. These determining factors of population change rely upon age, gender, marriage, social structure, religious values, education, profession. Age structure of population of a country is divided into 3 stages: young, adult, and old. Gross birth rate depends on the age of marriage of a boy or child, boy or girl. Birth rate will be higher in a country where child marriage is rampant. Birth rate and mortality rate brings about change in the population structure of a country. So it can be said changeability of population means the change of structure of population sub-aspect are closely associated with the structural change of population. They are geographical environment, climate, natural resources, fertility and elevation of land, develop communication system, education, advanced medical facility, health service. The more a country is educated, the more developed it is. The influence of knowledge towards change trends to bring about change in values and belief of people. They are encouraged to form small families. Profession also make a difference in the birth rate. Birth rate among farmers, laborers, fishermen underline is high, whereas it is low among the doctors. Actually, it is differ diverse level to level, because you see farmers, laborers, and fishermen, their social status and where they belong and where they live, and this so their birth rate is high. Is Since there are hills and hillock in the hilly district of Bangladesh, population is sparse there. Consequently, the density of population is also less in this region, since the chores are situated where from mainland, separated land, it is called chores. Population density in this place is so also low, because their life is very struggle life. On the other hand, the elevated plain land yield high crops due to their fertility, and population density is higher in these places. Industrially and mineral rich places also have higher population. Two, sometimes better probability of employment leads people to migrate from rural areas to urban areas. Political instability, war situations, civil war, natural disaster also influence the structure of population. There are also indicator or changing indicator of population size. The average life span in Bangladesh is underlined 71 years. Increase of this feature clearly shows the rate of mortality here has decreased. The decrease means an increase in other people who are known as dependent population. This dependent population creates pressure on our limited resources, because Bangladesh is a developing country, and Bangladesh is lies in the third world and Indian subcontinent. Use of modern birth control procedures also has a role in decreasing the population of Bangladesh. There are also multidimensional socio-economic development measures that contribute to the lessening of mortality rate. For example, massive registration of boys and girls in primary secondary education, defined programs to ensure women rights and emancipation of them, mass awareness programs in favor of small families. Actually, we have to campaigning more and more to lessening the family size and to lessening the mortality rate. Modern medical treatment has considerably lessened mortality of mother and child. It also affects change in population. We need to take certain measures of increasing awareness and related development programs to keep the population balanced. The steps that deserve priority are increasing the minimum age for marriage for girls, program for elevation of poverty, emphasis birth control programs, ensuring employment, emancipation of women, etc. Reasons and effects of internal and external migration of population of Bangladesh. When someone leaves their place to go to another place, it is called migration. It is also known as immigration. Migration may take place both in internal or international arenas. We have learned it in class 6. Internal migration, when people move from one place to another inside the country, it is called internal migration. Like you go to a different place daily, like Bajar, you cannot be called immigrants. Internal immigration occurs in various ways. There is a intra-religion regional migration, meaning a movement from one place to another within a region. Beside there is village to village, village to town, town to village, um, town to town kind of immigration. Economic causes is the sole responsible for internal migration. Internal migration does not record causes of internal migration. It happens according to the necessity and will. Population growth of Bangladesh is very high. Increased population is lessening the amount of land per head. Many people are becoming landless, jobless, semi-jobless, are increasing. The economic crisis is compelling people to leave village in search of job towards cities, and for this reason, like natural calamity, for this reason they come to the city in search of job. People from river erosion areas are rushing to the towns for their survival. Poverty, need, and many other reasons are also forcing a portion of rural people of the cities. Advanced state of education, health service, medical facilities of the towns are also causes of rural migration towards cities. Children of rich and able rural people are sent to the cities for better education. Besides, they go to cities to get better medical treatment, luxurious lifestyle of cities, better employment opportunities, better scope for investment and trade and commerce, or some other provocations. But some people are forced to migrate in this country due to frequent natural disaster. Here the industry is being situated in the towns and cities. In another cause for rural migration, like garments, leather industries are there in the urban, and they attract these for attraction of these, and they rushed in the cities, and they searching job in the cities. For this reason they come to city. This is the reason lakhs of people live in overcrowded slum of towns. Better transportation and communication are two other causes. Result of internal migration has both good and bad effects in Bangladesh. A portion of migrated people from village is engaging themselves as a rickshaw puller, drivers, pullers, or industrial laborers. Actually, when they come to the city, they have no work, so they involve in because without education they involve in as a rickshaw puller, drivers, industrial laborers. Besides, they are also employed in different positions in commercial houses. On the other hand, members of middle and higher earner farmers families are engaging themselves in service, trade, commerce, or other productive jobs. These migrants are sending their earned money to the village, like our relatives or our countries people who are living in the abroad, and they sending their money to the country for their relatives, and this money is called remittance. And these people who are come from the, on the other hand, these people who are come from the village, and they send their money to the villages, bearing the monthly expense. The excess amount is again invested in agriculture, non-agriculture production. So I can say, I want to say, their money also can play a good role in agriculture, non-agriculture production sectors. Internal migration has benefited the insolvent rural women most, as they were unemployed. Their families used to consider them as burden. As a result, they were subjected to discrimination, deception, and cheating and oppression. Today, only ready-made garments industries are employing a huge number of women laborers. Now their status in the family has increased. They get more opportunity to express their opinion and decision. They are spending for the education of the children. They also enjoy some benefits of the advanced lifestyle to some extent. On the contrary, slums has been created to accommodate this migrant in the towns and cities. These slums are spoiling environment of these places, tendency towards crime, smuggling, kidnapping, drug peddling, human smuggling, sex business. Social indiscipline is rooted in these slums. Underline beside many diseases spread from this slum. Migration is also increasing the urban population. The urbanities are experiencing the influence of this effect, especially the demand for daily necessaries is increasing. The migration from urban areas to village does not affect that much in Bangladesh. In many cases, it is now noticeable that urban people go to the village in order to take part in election. They construct roads, school, college, and carry out many other development work. This help develop the rural economy. Village to village migration contributes to the increase in mutual relationship in rural areas. Once place is taken up by others of different place, the facilities newer relationship among the people. Intercity migration facilities like Dhaka to Khulna, Dhaka to Mymensingh to Khulna increase skill of employees. It also helps exchange of social and cultural customs and rights. It increase earning and saving. Besides, it also add to invest, which is supportive to economic development. Causes of international migration: transfer from an independent country to another for job, marriage, residence, and even citizenship is known as international migration. People of our country go to various countries on various purpose. Many people migrate from our country every year due to lack of employment, highly competitive job market, adverse climatic condition, and political asylum. Besides, many go out in order to go closer to their families. Some also go abroad for getting citizenship, investing in trade, commerce, transfer and promotion in job, participate in cultural activities, and as professionals. There are some other reasons that you can look. Result of international migration. International migration is highly beneficial for Bangladesh. Remittance and from abroad is invested in agriculture industries, banking services, garments industries, and many other profitable sectors. Consequently, production in different sector is increased. Again, a portion of this production is exported abroad. It also facilitates jobs and employment. Our life and livelihood is developed for these. International migration has many adverse effects too. Some viruses including HIV/AIDS have spread here in this country due to these immigrants. Some social and cultural problems also arise due to it. So so next lecture I will discuss rest of this chapter. So thank you so much and read more. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.